Pause for edit. Well, pause for start. Hi! Welcome back to Starfall. This is our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring the Lasers and Liches 2.5 supplement. We've been playing this for a little while, so if you're in Season 2, if you don't know where you are, maybe hop back a little, get some context for this. But we're having a great time, so thanks for being along for the ride. My name is Diamond. I'm your story master, and I'm here with David, Allison, Thomas, and Jocelyn, our illustrious players. And we're gonna jump right in. When last we left our protagonists, they were in a hotel and casino and the wilderness. We're going to start with the wilderness. Jocelyn. So Empress had taken off at one point had gotten a message, probably also via animal messenger, that you were wanted so that you could get, secret information about how to infiltrate Seal World. Maybe a map or two. And so you met up with a pig named Bartholomew. More like wild boar, but he identifies as a pig. And, and a bear that doesn't really like names. And they were, in the way that like a resistance works, these aren't necessarily the folks who got that information. They're the folks who are giving that information to you. And they have a map. They have functionally what's a security key card. And they also have a interesting item for you. It's a bag of holding that is smaller than a normal bag of holding. So it's a half-size bag of holding, has half as much capacity inside, has half as much capacity outside, and has a harness that it attaches to you on, so you can fly with it.
I'm just imagining a snake with a fanny pack.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
I need to draw that. I need to draw that and just put it in chat.
We agree that you need to draw that and put it in chat. But so you're now a winged snake with a fanny pack. And you've got those things in your fanny pack. So you're going to want to write down that you have the map of Seal World and a key card and some descriptions of guard patterns. Okay? Cool.
Got it.
Also, fanny pack of holding. The snake can carry things now. And you wake up from an interesting dream, and this you stayed the night on a bear, and wake up from an interesting dream, which is the one that we went through in text. And you're relatively close to Roytford and need to make your way there. Do you have any questions about the dream or rolls that we should have you make about it?
No.
No? All right. So it will take you about half of the day as the winged snake flies. No, not half of the day. Half of the morning. That's what I meant to say. To get to Roytford. Once there will be a thing going on whenever you get there. But once you get to town, you also have to find these folks. So how are you going to find them?
Animal messenger. Gonna send them and I don't know, whatever animal I find first and say, I need you to find these people and have them find me because I'm small and
well, songbirds and seagulls. What do you want to send to tell them?
Where are you? I have arrived, but I do not know where you are. Where are you?
You may want to say your name or something.
Empress.
Just so they saw, like, sincerely, Empress, just so it's not just a bird that shows up
Sincerely,
and says, "Where are you? I can't find you. Oh my God."
New bird, who dis?
A plus. All right, so it'll take you like half the morning, and then you'll have to cast a spell. So, Roytford is like the word that comes to mind is Hamlet, even though it's not a Hamlet. And a lot of this world has varying levels of technology, but this seems like almost like it's the Middle Ages, but it's so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Let me just underscore so much cleaner. One of you quipped that it's like Williamsburg. I don't know if that means anything to Jocelyn, but yeah. Yeah, okay.
Colonial Williamsburg.
Like a reenactment. There are like cobbled streets and brick houses and little curls of smoke coming up from chimneys and people wearing lots of neutrals. You know, nobody's on a cell phone. There's a printing press somewhere. This is sort of what's happening. Where are you going to wait, and are you going to tell them where you're going to wait for them to find you? There's a market in like what's functionally the center of town that has various stalls of produce and other trade goods. That sound good to you? All right. So I'm pretty sure you can get that across. Like, I'm here, come find me in 25 words, right?
yes.
Okay. Cool. So that'll be a little bit late morning. I'm sure that Tuesday is up when it is sunrise. So we will start with you. So you wake up from the dream that you were told about, that I told you about.
What other items do I have?
You have the map, key card, notes about guard rotations.
And a fanny pack, which does provide a negative to charisma. Not really.
They're back in style now, and they're
No,
popular
they're not.
for parade. Yes, they are.
They might be
They
popular.
are.
They are not back in. They have never been in style.
They
They're
may not
popular.
be in style, but they are popular, and it is funny
I love it.
seeing teenagers with a fanny pack.
I love it.
Glittery fanny packs.
I mean,
that.
just saying.
I am a fanny pack fan. I'm here for the fanny pack fans. You fanny pack haters can all.
We have 30 years of it being a like convenient go-to nonverbal communication for lame character.
Fair, but still.
But
It's amazing to me, and now it's just like, no, they're hip. No.
Codes mean different things. Anyway, do you have any questions about the dream or roles that you would like to make about it?
If I understand it correctly, I'm supposed to kill everyone. No, I'm fine.
Intelligence check, maybe?
Kill.
Okay. Bam.
I knew it was just a matter of time.
Was that a no then? Was that a very clever no? All right.
I'm good.
What
We're in rooms in the casino.
You're in rooms in the casino hotel, and you have the chest in your room.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, after my morning rituals, I check on the kid.
It's back to being exactly daylight in there, like it's been every other time you've been in before the birthday party.
Yeah. Speaking of casino.
Yeah. And how do you go check on her? Like, just go into the castle?
I go into the chest, and then the door to the house wouldn't be locked, would it?
I don't think so.
So yeah, I'm not trying to disturb her. I'm checking that I'm neurotically checking that the child is still breathing.
Well, the child is still breathing, but the child is also in on the floor, not in her bed, and the M. Hastings Chessman has put a is holding a pillow under her head.
Is something wrong? I'm asking Chessman. Is something wrong?
Oh, she's having one of her
Episodes?
yes.
Can I help or should I clear the blast radius?
We've cleared it. You may want to get. Are there cleaning supplies? A mop.
Probably.
A mop would be nice.
Is she going to be sick?
You with your ridiculous perception, you smell urine.
Gotcha. Yeah, I check the house for cleaning supplies. I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Wait. So, does an instant fortress come with a maid's closet? This is a reasonable question, I think.
Complete with maid. She's been in that closet the entire time.
Poor Bone Hilda.
Bone Hilda?
It's a Sims reference.
Okay, it sounds like instructions.
I'm gonna say you can find a mop. Why not? It has. We have a tub of ramen. Why not have a closet with a mop in it?
I mean, we're in a hotel. If we put put it in the hotel, they have to clean it. That's the.
I mean, that was plan B, but if we just have a mop.
I'm sure that you have a mop.
Yeah, I get the mop and I clean up. Unless Chessman stops me, yeah.
She's coming out of it, and Chessman helps her up and to a cleaning area. Like, I don't want to say bathroom, but a place where people clean themselves.
Probably bathroom.
Some of you use dust to clean yourselves. It's very complicated. Anyway.
Is there anything that would help her recovery?
Rest always helps. Often her mother would make soothing broths, simple to eat and digest things. Many of the foods that you brought were very rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can find those, I'm sure she will be grateful when she awakes.
Yeah, I go find Sumasaur and ask if we have any chicken soup.
And that's how Sumasaur wakes up.
Chicken.
I do that thing where you don't nudge them, you just stand next to them until they sense your presence.
Yeah, it's creepy. Anyway,
yes. Good morning. Do we have any chicken soup?
I know. I carry many things in this fanny pack. Well, I don't know. Let me. Is there any? I have all those jars, right?
You didn't end up grabbing really the things that looked like a broth, or that you grabbed like calorie-rich foods. That's mostly what you went for. So
travel stuff.
Yeah.
Empress and Sumasaur are matching with fanny packs.
That's right.
It's gonna be great.
And reptilian skin. Kind of.
But matching fanny packs.
I'm gonna go back out to the casino and try to find a restaurant or kitchen or something.
So they have like snacks and stuff, and coffee and like easy food for people who aren't really eating food.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, no, there was no food last night, so I didn't have to. It's good. But they can point you in the direction of like a nearby cafe that has like carrot ginger stew or something.
Fine. Yeah, head there.
Tuesday is standing in line at a cafe.
Blending in, just being one of the people in my neon pink bodysuit.
Yep. You're while you're standing in while after you've made your purchase, you hear a familiar voice behind you go, "Oh, good morning. Fancy meeting you here."
It's a habit, isn't it?
It absolutely is habit.
While leaving, I say good morning and I keep going.
He does a like that quick walk to keep up with you and say, so you're staying in town for a while, I see."
I have an agenda. I said good morning. That's the bare minimum of being pleasant, and I'm headed back to the sick child.
Yeah, he tried to catch up with you and is trying
I
to
guarantee I'm faster.
like, all right, so then
Is this about to become a city chase, like through like hopping fences over backyards?
So like,
I don't need to hop anything. I guarantee I'm just faster than him.
So just eating your dust, he's like, "I see you're staying in town. Maybe I'll see you around."
I'm in the casino and in the crate.
Yeah. And he's leading back with "She loves me."
Oh god.
What is this? What is this?
Habit. I don't know if you met Habit the Tabaxi. Did you? Okay, well, he's a character.
Yep.
You're successfully able to find some, a smooth soup of some sort. We can still see you, Jocelyn, if that's okay with you. If it's okay with you that it's dark, we can still see you.
I'm fine with it being dark. I'm just worried you guys can't see me.
Nope. Good God.
It's fine if it's off. It's fine if it's off. They can still see me.
Yep.
Yeah, just pick one.
Perfect.
Okay. You can still see me, right?
I can still see you.
Okay.
Excellent.
I have a child sleeping with me, and she's going to bed, so.
That's fine. And so you're able to get the, soup to child who Hastings wakes her up and props her up a little, and she just seems very weak, but like, "Oh, thank you." Like, I imagine she's got like a straw. She sips it. How does a bird drink soup? Anyway.
Carefully.
Oh no, it's just beak in. It's just beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those
the same way they drink any liquid. What do you want?
It's like those birds that dip their beaks.
Like I mean, chicken soup is essentially water and worms. I think a bird can figure it out.
So, anyway, she's, "Thank you."
I asked Chessman, will she need anything else?
Just rest. She should be fine. And
right.
I will ensure that.
I know you will. If I can help, let me know. And I will leave them to recover.
As you're leaving, or as you turn to go, Roz says to you, "Did Mom said she visited you too?"
Yes.
"You should listen to her. She's smart."
I know. Sweet dreams.
And, pleasant nod. Yeah, out. Sumasaur. So you got awoken by, "Good morning. Do we have chicken soup?" What's next for you this morning?
Let's see. I will do some stretches and exercises in the morning, and eat. These are
Do you
my
have-
priorities.
Did you have any questions or rolls that you need to make about the dream?
Oh, in waking from the dream.
Post weird Tuesday moment.
Yeah, and it's having like, after like, sort of recalling the dream after Tuesday walks away. Like sort of a little bit of sadness, like, oh, I miss my brother. And some quiet contemplation during exercise over the meaning of such things.
I need you to make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Who's the boss? That's a whopping 7.
You dent the floorboards while doing some of your exercises.
So sore.
There's a rug in the room, though. You can maybe just move it.
Gonna move that over there. Maybe we'll stick with late stretching.
Excellent. Friendly. So I don't think that you necessarily slept in yet late, but may have been in your room for a while.
He woke up laughing. Like laughing before he was awake. And he wakes up alone. Trash goes out at midnight.
That's what I... Damn, dude. Okay. Well, all right. So you wake up alone was the question. You wake up laughing, like evil laughing, or what version of laughing? I don't know what version of laughing. There's so many possibilities.
That one.
You both hear that?
I just don't ask questions.
Do you have any rolls or checks that you would like to make about the dream?
Would my wicked awareness from my ex-cultist give me advantage on the roll to identify the groups involved?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Excellent. Would that be a history? Factions in the area?
I mean, it feels like straight intelligence. I don't have a... Normally, I just have a character sheet open so that I can remember what all the things are. Give me a second to open a character sheet so that I can remember what all the things are. You know, like you do. Sure, that'll do. That won't do. Why does everything hate me? I am fighting with the computer briefly. I appreciate your patience.
You're looking for what to roll for a knowledge local kind of thing?
Yeah.
I mean...
So I would take either history or religion in his particular case.
History is the better one, which makes it a 27.
Nice. So, well, the one that is the salvation was definitely the salvation. Like, yeah, that took nothing at all. But you have this like weird tingling recollection of a really offbeat Wanari who was in your clan and left to follow some... Well, I'll drop that. Left to follow some musician, Zed or something like that.
Weird performance artist.
Performance artists who really spoke to like people who were downtrodden, and this looks like you're seeing motions and sounds that remind you of what this person did and told you about.
I have heard the chant "kill the monster" before.
You have heard the chant "Kill the monster" before. Okay. See, I figured your memory for this would be better than mine.
Okay. Yeah. He just like spends a moment processing that combination. Like, why are these the ones? I kill the monster, I guess. God, I hope it's a performance piece. I'm gonna have to look up that Zed fellow.
Sounds right up your alley. For those of you who are confused, please watch our previous game.
Right, season 1.
Zed was just okay, but that Bard he traveled with was awesome.
So, from that point, I mean, Zed has a lunch meeting. He's invited several academics to lunch. So he'd show up for Roz's daily non-detection.
Mm-hmm. Roz is kind of out of it. As previously described, I'm sure you were listening.
Okay. Oh. How often is she like this?
The episodes are intermittent. They don't seem to have a specific rhyme or reason, but have been occurring with more frequency.
What's the rate of acceleration?
Diamond doesn't know how to say what a rate of acceleration is.
We'll start speaking in binary.
Yeah. He has an answer for you that suggests that they are rising slowly but steadily.
Okay.
The frequency is rising slowly but steadily.
Does it coincide with their mother's visions?
They do not. We have tried many antecedents. There is no specific antecedent that has a cause that we can tell.
Any treatments bear any fruit? Medical or magical?
So you hear like heavy whirring. Like heavy whirring. And then like eye fluttering, and none tried yet have borne fruit.
Do me a favor, write out a list of what's been tried by the end of the day. Thanks.
I cannot complete that.
Do I need to reprogram you?
No.
Oh, why not then?
Some of those are encrypted.
Well, give me what you can give me.
If
it's incomplete, give me what you can on the encrypted ones, times, dates, if not details.
Of course. Can do. And he begins doing that.
Excellent, Chessman. And then I just hand him the mop that's in the corner. It smells terrible. Clean it up.
Of course. He like leans it against the wall while she's anyway. Non-detection spell.
I put on my hit non-detection, and I put on my mental list like find wand of prestidigitation.
This poor kid needs a ring of prestidigitation or something.
Or just learn the spell anyway.
She might know the spell. You don't.
I'm not multi-classing into wizard for prestidigitation. I'd think about it, but I'm not going to do it.
All right, and then you're just chilling and preparing for lunch meeting?
Yeah. Pulling newspapers, any if it's the sort of town where I have to find a center of gossip or something.
Market's always a great one for center of gossip, but it's think like Old Town. Where would you go for gossip?
I mean, the the newsstand.
Newsstands, places where people are imbibing substances.
Yeah.
The
I
shanty.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, do they have like a local like town crier, newspaper, play station where you can plug in your arcane eye and actually get some service?
No, there are arcane eye stations, but they are limited and dusty, but the newspapers are printed fresh.
I will take a newspaper to an arcane eye station.
No shocker.
And if I have to fix the station, I'll do it.
You might have to. But before we get to
I'll
that,
know how if I need to.
I know what he's doing through lunch. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there I'm assuming there's security at the casino.
Yeah.
Okay. After leaving the girl and the robot, I will find a place outside the casino where I can post up and not creep people out. And just straight chilling.
Not the cafe you were already at. Okay.
No, like in front of the casino.
Yeah.
So I can
Sumasaur?
see who's coming and going.
What about you, Sumasaur?
Is there a buffet?
Not in the restaurant, or not in the casino, but the hotel has some really limited room service. It's like getting bagged or frozen food, basically. Like, it's not frozen food, but you could basically get a cold ham sandwich. Or you can go to a nearby place to eat.
And there's gambling at this casino.
There's gambling at this casino.
I would like to gamble.
Okay. Then you can gamble again and again.
I would like, please.
It is early enough in the day that it's a very empty casino. So you can gamble quietly.
Excellent.
Figure out what your bet amount is and roll me a D100.
Okay, I'm going to do 50 gold. And D100. You know, I'm just gonna roll it on roll 20. D100. 79.
All right. So better than last night. You only lose 10 gold overall over your period of time. I mean, this is how gambling works. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The house always wins.
Does it to make good, to be good company, starts, trading jokes with the dealer, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But you do better. What? Okay.
I just said friendly sumo.
Good friendly sumo. So knowing where you all are, this is great. So, and a little map in my head then. Friendly. A little bird, like, flies up to your face and tells you that Empress is in town and waiting for you at the market square.
Right, delivers the 25 words in Empress's voice.
Yeah.
And I believe I do not have the opportunity to respond.
I don't think that's how Animal Messenger works, no.
Nope. And I didn't prep sending this morning because that's some third level stuff for me. Well, all right then.
You have time to go. You're not yet late to your lunch meeting.
I will. This is why I have familiars. I don't run errands myself. What? I send Rook to go relay this message to Tuesday and Sumasaur,
Excellent.
and then begin searching. Like hit the sky and begin searching for either a flying snake or a pastry shop run by bunnies.
A plus. Uh, so Rook you finds Tuesday first then.
Yes, and I am looking for news out of Lake Miramar, of
Yeah.
course.
And we can cover the news out of Lake Miramar is exactly the news that you expect, that there was this like ridiculous battle of the bands that included this levitating thing, and the first year that the Salvation didn't win, and that's, you know, news that includes Zed and like Wave Master Pulse and this bard who looks like he would fit in this place. And then the reports of there are definitely reports of this like incredibly destructive crowd and a dragon and a bunch of red, and there's like boards saying it must be the Salvation, and some boards that point you to Zed's fan boards where you can see the call go out.
I am saving all of that.
He's
for
making
later.
a scrapbook.
Yes, have a happy morning quietly reading the news.
Tuesday, Rook finds you and tells you Empress is waiting.
What are the chances that I saw the messenger bird incoming?
No, because
Okay.
he would have been further away, and the bird was told to find one of you three and did.
I wanted to have a moment where I almost shoot it and then recognize what's happening.
Well, Rook shows up. You could almost shoot Rook.
No, I know what Rook looks like.
The thing I said, still true. Anyway.
Yeah, head to the town square.
Okay. And then it goes inside to find Sumosaur gambling and tells you the same thing. Like, perches on a thing, tells you the same thing. And one of the security guards comes over and goes, "No familiars!" Shoos it out of there.
I'm cashing out
Rook
anyway.
definitely gives the stink eye.
I'm sure the security guard doesn't care. No familiars on the gambling floor.
Goes up to the rafters.
We will dispel you.
I mean, the message is delivered. He's got no reason. He's just fucking with the guard at this point.
The guards are they're rent-a-cops. They're exactly behaving like rent-a-cops are, so they're telling him to leave or they're gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
So
And
okay.
once Sumasaur is moving, he'll go.
Okay. Well, anyway, Sumasaur, you were notified by Rook that that Empress is waiting for you in the town square. Because she doesn't know where you are.
I will cash out what I have left and head over there after tipping the dealer.
Yeah. Tip whatever you want out of that, I guess. So Tuesday gets to town square first and finds Empress, and there's a lovely reunion.
Hi.
And then Sumasaur does, and there's a lovely reunion on the way back. Is anyone doing any shopping in the town square?
Empress, you're back.
You're also muted.
Accomplish what you needed?
She nodded and said yes. Also, finding it highly hilarious now that she remembers Subasaur has a fanny pack. She opens her one wing and shows her own fanny pack and is like, we're matching, and I love it.
Matching fanny packs. Good deal.
I want to
You
make
keep
them
food
the
in yours
same
too? I
color.
keep food in mine mostly.
She was like, currently I only have the map of SeaWorld and a key card and the notes on the guard rotations, but I'm sure I can keep food. I haven't tried. I just got it.
Let's have a walk through the market and catch up.
Oh, did you go to meet her?
Yeah. Once,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
No, he just wasn't going to go like gather everybody himself. He.
I understand. The group, the dream team, finds each other and they're back together in the market. What do you need to catch your characters up about before things start happening?
I forget exactly where she left off.
Before Habit, apparently.
Okay.
So before the Dead Wasp.
I mean, if no one else speaks up, Tuesday will give her the driest Joe Friday recount of everything that happened. Just bullet points. Okay.
Anyone doing any shopping in Market Square?
I'll at least take a look.
Lots of veggies.
Empress, your cut is waiting at the casino.
She nods. Thank you, friendly.
As agreed. Now, what's the plan?
Well, we need to look at the guard rotations and see what time would be best to go in and... I don't currently have a plan. I got the information and now it's time to discuss it and see what would work best for the group.
Well, what's your goal?
My goal is to free as many trapped awakened animals as possible. Preferably all of them, but I know that's a little bit
Difficult?
Yes.
Unrealistic?
Yeah, all those words.
We'll call that our 100% goal. 80% is a passing grade. Are we worried about casualties?
Not really. If we can, I would like to prevent them to the awakened animals. I do not care about the captors. I do not care about the captors. Go out on them. Kill them with all I care. They're holding awakened animals hostage. They should die for it. And she gets all enraged and is starting to squeak and hiss and is clearly mad.
Agreed.
I completely understand.
I've killed for less.
Which of you is most spaced out during this conversation?
I literally never am.
Which of you is...
It's a class trait.
Probably me.
Okay.
Of the three of us.
Of the three of you then. So while this discussion is happening, while you're all walking through the market, eye shopping, you note a severely dressed, like, it only stands out, the way she walks only stands out because no one else here is walking like they have a job to do. Like, this is a purposeful walk. You notice this brusque pan-ceran woman who just looks like severe clothes. Like, if this was a human, it would be like that smoothed back low ponytail, right? Walking through with a basket and like quickly making transactions and purchasing things, and you hear you watch because you see this now, so now you're watching You hear stall keepers that she's engaging with say, "Oh, good day, tender," and you know, a brief transaction, like it's the same thing every time. We don't need any small talk. And then from behind her, you watch people having whispers at each other that follow her. And that's, yeah. You other folks don't see it because you're involved in this conversation about, ooh, how are we going to destroy Seal World? I can't hear you, David. I don't know why.
I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, I saw you open your mouth and I
No,
was
it's
like,
just I mean, if I didn't realize by spaced out you meant perceptive of everything around us.
you not paying attention to the conversation, but you were paying attention to the conversation. That was the thing.
Okay. But like just aware of her surroundings is a class trait for.
It is absolutely true, and this is like a thing that's happening on another area, and it's not something you necessarily would trigger your awareness.
Okay.
Like I did think about it. I am not trying to screw you. It's okay.
Oh, I didn't for a second think you were. I was just, you know.
The Sumosaur is like, oh, this is neat. They're planning a thing. Oh, what's that? So yeah, in every way that you are friendly and huggable, this person is not. Okay. So, as Empress was saying, there's not a plan yet. You guys get to figure out the plan. But there's a map, which Diamond doesn't have yet, so I can't show you. Just so you know, there's a map only theoretically right now.
Do we know how the animals are kept penned in?
Empress, I'm going to answer for you because the answer is sort of yes. You know that you have tanks with sea mammals in them, and you know that you have both tanks and living areas and display areas for animals, as well as both living and display animals for some land or semi-aquatic mammals like seals and the like. There also may be some amount of seabirds, but you're not sure exactly how those are kept. Because Diamond hasn't figured it out yet, sorry.
So is our goal to somehow get aquatic animals out of this?
Right, that's the other part. It is literally Seal World is also half in the sea.
Okay, one of those. Okay.
There we go.
Gotcha.
I realized that was in my head and not in your heads yet. So some of it is just getting them into the right place, but yeah.
I mean, it seems like the smart play would just be to smash the seawalls.
Not all of the animals are going to be in those places, but that would be a chunk of them that you could free that way.
There might be a few areas where we can free willy them from one area to another.
Can anyone shape water?
Nope, only spellcasters.
You don't have the spell Shape Water, Jocelyn?
Control water, I guess it would be.
Oh, control water.
I just have.
I'm
not used to having that one.
I do have shape water. I didn't realize I did.
Both of you do.
Shape water, yeah. So between your cantrips, 4th level spells, and my 4th level spells, we should be able to make bridges for them, right?
Yeah.
If we can, right? If are there any tanks that are like closed top, like that like we wouldn't be able to shape water to make like a water bridge for them? Or
There are
control water
some
guys?
there are some small ones and some larger ones. There's a tunnel, like the tunnel that you walk through underwater, but it's not underwater thing. I love those things at aquariums, for the record, but
The glass cave thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that is not attached to a seawall, but is it probably has some open top at some point, but they're closed top ones, and those are mostly associated with fish. Because the stock history, stock changes. The dirty, like part of the terrible thing, and part of why the Creature Syndicate and Empress want so badly to free them, is the stock changes because intelligent animals commit suicide.
Yeah.
So they don't have a perfect, this is exactly what's there, but they have some general concepts of this area is going to be this area is going to be that.
Certainly a cause that I want to participate in. They should suffer like that.
Secondary goal. Free these animals. Stop them from ever doing this again.
Empress gives sort of a grin, exposing her fangs, and is like, yes, I want to make sure they can never hurt any animal like this again, awakened or not. I have suffered in much the same way, and I will not let another, as long as I have the power to, suffer this ever again.
I just naturally assumed that was part of the plan. Get all the animals out and level the place. You don't free a concentration camp and then just let it go.
Is anyone likely to come to their rescue? Say they were to call out for help. Who might come?
I'm honestly not sure. I was not given a whole lot of information about their alliances, just that they were kidnapping and forcefully awakening animals simply for entertainment purposes. I do not know anything about their allies. However, if anyone does come to help, or if they do have any allies that will help them rebuild the place, I do want them destroyed.
Well, of course. We just want to be prepared.
Yes. I am sorry, I do not have that information.
That's all right.
And that absolutely tracks with information you've given. Well done. You know that there are guards, but you don't know who the investors are, or who is awakening the animals.
We can probably find that out when we're there. There's usually records, which we will read before we burn.
So, so two things happen while you all are having this gentle stroll through the marketplace. One is that Friendly, you notice a sign that says Rise of the Buns. That's in a one of the more permanent. It's like there's a physical location bakery and then a semi-permanent stall in front of it. You know the style I mean? Okay, so the building is actually the bakery. So they're an installment there. So you notice a Rise of the Buns. And you all also notice so for you, Sumasor, this is the same Saren that you saw earlier, running back through the crowd and up towards the hill, and has dropped their basket, and like this is a crisis run. There's a house on fire run, right? Nothing is okay, and you all hear the sound of oh my God, what do you think? What happened? Like rise around you while everyone has a comment as she runs through.
This is the person that she saw before,
Yes,
that people were whispering behind her back.
yes.
We all see this.
You all see this one. Yes.
And it's fear running. It's fearful running toward, not running away.
Yes.
Anyone else reacting?
Empress
How
immediately perks up and looks toward the group and is like, I think we should help.
People
This
are
place-
like talking amongst themselves. Like you've got like stall owners leaning over like at each other. So there's definitely people you can talk to around.
I'll just cut in line at Rise of the Buns.
I am following the running person.
It's
Okay.
little ways you can tell he's evil. That's who's that there?
Are you gonna order, sir? It's
I
Chipmunk.
just put a gold piece down on the table. Yeah.
What would? Oh. That is Tender. She's the nanny for the mayor's kids.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
I don't know. People seem to have things to say about the kids and her.
Remind me what species Tender is.
Saren.
Okay.
Same as Sumasaur.
Yeah.
Same actual type as Sumasaur also, but very different looking.
How far away was she when we saw her running?
It's like seeing someone walk like across the block from you.
Okay, so I've caught up to her quickly.
Yes.
about?
Yeah, okay. She is not out of breath.
I match her speed, and I what's wrong?
The
I can help. Tell me what's going on.
the children are gone. Who are you?
Tuesday. We can deal with that later. What happened?
Are you a friend of Habits?
No.
And I'm not making a very severe voice, but this is like
Yeah, I'm not making running voice either, but we both know what's happening.
no, but okay, true. The children are missing. They're not where they're supposed to be. They're not where they're supposed to be.
So
Oh,
where
God.
are you? So where are you running to?
To their father, to their mother, to tell them.
Where were they supposed to be?
They were supposed to be in school, and then they were supposed to be. Look, you don't understand. It's so much more than
I'm trying to help.
There.
if you want to help, let the mayor explain. It's not my job.
It's the mayor's children.
Yes.
All right, lead the way.
There's a raven keeping pace behind them.
Sumasaur.
Also a flying snake.
Jocelyn, okay. What are y'all doing? Jocelyn answered.
Sumosaur is gonna will jog after. I'm not super fast. I'm super sumo.
So then I guess before we even get up there, so friendly. Rise the buns then.
I grab a coffee, get a donut, just kind of walk through the market. I cast detect magic, and I'm kind of window shopping while I monitor what my familiar's hearing. Yeah, I mean, I'm prepared to act when necessary, but yeah, this seems like it can go without my physical presence.
As far as the detect magic, there are trinkets, and there's one shop that scrolls the market is not so much. This is not where you're going to find super heavy magic items. It's just, there's trinkets and scrolls. I can't hear you. If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
I will absolutely spend time in the scroll shop, and I will be specifically looking for scrolls with the ritual tag on them that I can put in my book.
So, I guess then we're gonna have you roll a D20 and D100, and we'll resolve it on the other end. Okay. But I'm not ready to resolve it yet. So those of you who are following the nanny tender, this is what happens when I actually name things. You get Boosh and Tender. You are keeping pace with her, and she is sturdy is a good word for her. Like, she's severe, but she is sturdy. Like, this is every Irish mother ever. And she runs and is running all the way up to what is clearly no, wait, it isn't clearly the biggest house. It is clearly a significant house. It's got the nicest plot of land. But there is that giant scary house that you all saw that looked really decrepit is definitely larger than the one that she runs up to. And she runs inside the house. Some number of you follow her, and there are a series of cords on the wall to her right, and she grabs all of them and yanks, and you hear the sound of bells cascading through this place. And that is where we're going to cut for this episode. If you're enjoying this so far, we'd love a like. If you want to see more, there's subscribe buttons below. And if you're interested in knowing what the dreams are that these characters had that are going to affect their immediate future, mwahaha, ha 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 ha, maybe you should leave a comment below. I'm sure they'd be happy to tell you. Until we see you later, have a good game.